Sup, this is Yoop. Welcome to Shutter Up and Shoot. So it's a bit of a droopy and dark day today, which will be great for this Halloween themed photo shoot. And we have these great houses in the background that will create a spooky atmosphere. And yeah, well, I'll be the model for today and see if I can make some ghost pictures with some long exposures, maybe pop a flash. And I'll go through the steps and see how we do this. Okay, set up my camera here in front of this spooky house, and I dialed down my shutter speed to about 8 seconds at f22. Put a few ND filters on so I can really dial down that shutter speed. And I've used myself as a model. I said before, I'm using this flash to pop some light in my face, and hopefully I'm getting some good kind of see-through shots of myself. You see some movement of me in there, which can create like a sort of a ghost. Okay, now I'm just walking around here and trying to get some detail spots. These houses and buildings are really cool. They got the paint stripping off and all the vines growing over it. So doing some detail spots, using my full exposure 2.8 and really blow that background out, get some details, see if I can get some spider webs and stuff, really get a spooky picture. Well, let's see. Okay, got some really nice spooky Halloween shots. Me as the subject, as the ghost, and I got some cool detail shots. So let's get home, put them through Lightroom and see what we got. Okay, see you there. Okay, so I loaded my images in Lightroom and now let's see what we can do. So I want this to be a really dark, grungy look, and let's see, let's start at the start, all the way to the top. And let's see, temperature, I think we'll do the temperature a little bit higher. Nice, and we'll see later why. Tint probably a little down, about that. Then the exposure, just a tad down, I think, about this. And then just bump up the contrast. Contrast pretty high. I think about this would be good, and then take down the highlights, get some more detail here in the back. So highlights, maybe a little less here. Okay, shadows, bump that up a bit. Alright, and there's some nice dark blacks. Okay, and then we use this clarity, get some nice detail in the image. Don't overdo it. This will do. And then most important, go down on that saturation. Okay, now you see that you already get that desaturated, contrasty, grungy look that we want. And we still need to do a few things here because it's still a little bit too bright. And yeah, it could use some more emotion in it. So let's see what we got. I want to go down on the greens. Yeah, pretty far down. About this here. A little less on the red, a little less on the orange. And I think this image really calls for some split toning. So let's see here. Let's see, we want like a greenish look. So let's see. Yeah, I like this, and then the highlights will give it a kind of a blue look. Not too much, but that'd be good. Okay, I lost a little bit of detail because I'm using the ND filters. They're pretty cheap ND filters, so they're not really high quality. So we need to add some sharpening and add a little bit of mask to it too. Okay, and now what is important to give it some good vignetting. So let's go down to about here and then go to the midpoint. That will work. And I think I want to give it some grain too. Normally I don't like it, but in this case it really adds to the image to have a little bit of grain. So about here should do. And this looks good as well. So we still don't want all this detail here in the front, so let's just take this brush and go down on the exposure and just fill this in. You can use this guy too, graduated filter, but no, I like to kind of draw it in. Okay, I want a new one, and I want to make like my feet are dangling, so I want to remove some of the detail in here as well. Okay, alright, darken this a little bit more. Alright, and I think we can use graduate filter up here. Okay, I think we'll remove some of the detail from my face, give it more of an anonymous dead body look. Here we go. Okay, and I think it's still a little bit too light. Let's see, we can make some more changes. Oh, just go down on the exposure a little bit more. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. Well, I saved a snapshot before and see how close I am to it. Okay, add a little bit darker. I used a flash actually behind the tree here to pop some light, and you really separate kind of the hanging body from the background, and I think that turned out pretty good. So all in all, I think this is a pretty cool edit. It really has that grungy dark feel that I was going for, and I have a few different ones too. Actually here, this one and these, you see that ghosting effect because I used that long exposure and it was moving around. You see that I'm partly see-through and it looks like there's just a ghost staring at you in this image. And again, used the same grungy look, get some highlights on this old house. And let's see this one here, I'm closer by, I popped a flash in my face to get some more detail in there, and I think that's pretty cool, these ghost images. And then a last one here, I'm standing here in the back just staring at you. I think that turned out pretty good as well. And so next to these ghostly images, I thought I'd just take my camera and do some detail shots of these cool houses. You know, when you have the paint peeling off and vines growing over everything. And here's a few detailed shots. I'll post them on my website later too. I just love these vines growing over and in the wood, and the wood peeling off. Here too, these floorboards are deteriorating, and then you have these vines going through. That's really cool. Here again, another one. And again, that peeling paint. I really like the lines of the wood boards going down, going all to one point, and then the nice bokeh in the background, and then here the detail. As you can see, it is pretty much on this third intersection. Here's one third line, here's another third line. So I really like that. And last one, just of the house itself. See, I used some grain as well. Popped a little bit of a light in here, get some detail going. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe, and catch you on the next one. Thanks so much.